Do you ever find yourself pondering how the media controls the narrative, even in a world as big and bountiful as the Doctor Who universe? Well, you're not alone. Today, we are venturing into the vortex with the Ninth Doctor and Rose to dissect an intriguing episode of Doctor Who, The Long Game. But here's a brain teaser for you. Can a show set in the vast expanse of time and space hold a mirror to our own society? Stay tuned as we unravel this cosmic conundrum together. So fasten your seatbelts. This is going to be one thrilling ride through time critique and a whole lot of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff as we go beyond the sofa. Very quickly before we start, I want to announce my participation in GAMEBLAST 24. This is the UK's largest annual charity gaming marathon, and it's happening from the 23rd to the 25th of February. This event supports Special Effect, an incredible charity dedicated to bringing the joy and inclusion of gaming to physically disabled individuals. Through adaptive technology, Special Effect is creating a world where everybody can game, but they need your help too. I'm going to be live on Twitch and on YouTube for a 24-hour gaming challenge full of fun, laughter, and it's for a really, really fantastic cause. And for more information about the event and for how you can join us in making a difference, then check out the link in the video description. And if you're feeling generous and you want to contribute right away, you can donate right there too. The money goes straight to the charity. Join us in levelling the playing field and changing lives with Special Effect and GAMEBLAST 24. Your support means the world to us and to the countless individuals whose lives you'll be impacting. Let's make it a weekend to remember. Have you ever wondered what happens when the world of Doctor Who collides with the murky waters of media manipulation? Well, in The Long Game, the Doctor and Rose find themselves in a future that's a little bit too familiar. Imagine a world where your every move is dictated by the unseen forces of a media empire. It sounds spine-chilling, doesn't it? This episode isn't just about the monsters that we can see, it's about the ones hiding in plain sight. So buckle up as we dive into this futuristic labyrinth to uncover the secrets of Satellite 5. It's a journey that's sure to leave you questioning who really holds the power in the world that we live in. Let's rewind the clock back to 2005. The Long Game is a gem from the first season of the revival, but not just another run-of-the-mill episode. It blended a dash of social satire onto a sci-fi setting to bring us into a world where media's influence was becoming more evident in our daily lives. But it gets better. This episode featured Simon Pegg, yes, of Shaun of the Dead fame, as the editor. This casting choice was a stroke of genius. Pegg brought a unique blend of charm and menace to the role, and let's not forget this was a period where Pegg was a real force in the film industry. So it was quite an exciting moment for most of us. How did Simon Pegg's portrayal of the villainous editor shape the episode's message about media manipulation? Does his performance bring a certain credibility to the critique of media power structures? And how did the episode resonate with the viewers in the mid-2000s, a time when the internet was beginning to reshape how we consumed news and entertainment? The Long Game was aired during a time of significant change in television and media, with reality TV soaring and news channels becoming more influential. This episode captured the essence of its era and was something of a prophecy of the media landscape to come. Its context and casting choices not only shaped its narrative, but also how it was received by its audience. Our story unfolds on Satellite 5, orbiting Earth in the far-off future of the early 200,000s. This is the hub of all of the news broadcasting across the Earth. The Doctor, Rose, and their temporary companion Adam step onto a world that's a stark contrast to the mundane life back home. But as you'd expect in Doctor Who, not everything is as it seems. The trio quickly stumble upon a society where journalism isn't about truth, it's about keeping the status quo. People strive to reach floor 500, lured by the promise of luxury and power. But what's really on floor 500, and why is everyone so obsessed with getting here? Here's where things get spicy. Enter the editor, played by Simon Pegg, with a deliciously evil flair. He's the puppet master controlling information, and through it, controlling humanity. But who's pulling his strings? Cue the big reveal. A monstrous alien entity known as the Jagrafess, lurking in the shadows and feeding off the station's power. But this isn't just a tale of good versus evil. The long game throws in a curveball with Adam. He's no hero. Instead, he's overwhelmed by the future's possibilities.
He's your boyfriend.
Not anymore.
Making choices that are, well, let's say they're less than noble.
Let's try computers. In the 21st century, to the present day, give me the history of the microprocessor.
His journey raises a question. How does power and knowledge corrupt an ordinary person? And what does that say about the human nature that we all share? Now, as the Doctor and Rose unravel the truth behind Satellite 5's facade, we're left pondering, what's the cost of a society living on manufactured truths? And how does that reflect on our own world, where the media often blurs the line between reality and fiction? The climax is a whirlwind. The Doctor exposes the lies, topples the Jagrafess, and brings down the corrupt system. It's a victory for truth, but at what price? And here's the kicker. The episode leaves us with a chilling thought. What happens when the stories we're told are tailored to control us rather than to inform us?
We'll have to stay and explain it. No one's going to believe me.
Well, they might start believing a lot of things now. Human race should accelerate. All back to normal.
As we wrap up this part of the journey, think about this. In a world dominated by media, who truly has the power? The ones who report the news, or the ones lurking behind the scenes shaping the narrative? And where does that leave us, the viewers? In 2005, the British media landscape was evolving, transitioning from traditional media dominance towards the burgeoning influence of the internet. Traditional outlets like newspapers, television and radio were still primarily sources of information, but change was imminent. Fast forward to 2023, and the landscape is almost unrecognisable, significantly shaped by the rise of platforms like Twitter and Facebook. These social networks emerging as de facto public squares revolutionised access to information, often outstripping traditional media in speed. However, they also became fertile grounds for misinformation, particularly in politically charged environments where viewpoints are highly subjective. This was further exacerbated by major events such as Brexit, the Trump era, and the global pandemic, intensifying debates over information control and media responsibility. Amidst this transformation, the Doctor Who episode, The Long Game, with its portrayal of media manipulation and the control of information in a futuristic setting, seems more relevant than ever. It mirrors the complexities of the modern media landscape, underscoring the challenges of discerning truth in an era where information is both readily acceptable and increasingly contested. Simon Pegg's portrayal is not just villainous, it's a commentary on the faceless entities that often control our media. He's charming yet sinister, a reminder that those who control information can often be charismatic, leading us astray with a smile. But what about the Jagrafess? This grotesque creature is a physical manifestation of the insidious nature of hidden power. It's out of sight. It's feeding off the station, much like how hidden agendas can feed off society. But what about the most intriguing story arc of all? Well, that belongs to Adam. He's the everyman, a representation of all of us. His fall from grace, when given access to vast knowledge and technology, is a cautionary tale. It asks us profound questions. Given the same power and opportunity, would we act any differently? His story is a reflection on human nature's susceptibility to corruption and greed. Now, let's circle back to our earlier question. How does power and knowledge corrupt? Adam's journey shows us that when faced with the infinite possibilities of the future, even the best of us can falter. It's a reminder of the responsibility that goes alongside being a companion of the Doctor, of having all of time and space at your fingertips, a theme that's actually echoed across countless narratives, but presented here with a unique twist. As for the social critique, The Long Game holds up a mirror to our world. The episode aired during a time when the internet was reshaping our media consumption, making its message even more poignant. It challenges us to question the sources of our information and to seek the truth, even when it's hidden behind layers of manipulation. The Long Game isn't just another episode in the Doctor Who universe, it's a narrative loaded with caution and foresight. It's a world where media is king. It urges us to be vigilant, to question, not to take information at face value. It's a testament to Doctor Who's ability not just to entertain, but to provoke thought and reflection. But this episode also leaves us with some profound questions. How much of our perception is shaped by the media? And in the age of information, who are the real gatekeepers of truth? The answers may just lie hidden in plain sight, waiting to be uncovered. It's clear that this episode of Doctor Who is more than just a sci-fi narrative. It's a prescient reflection on the power dynamics of media and information control through the lens of a futuristic Satellite 5.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, don't involve me. I don't know anything.
Don't you even ask?
Well, why would I?
You're a journalist.
The episode masterfully portrays the dangerous game of media manipulation, a theme that's only become more pertinent in our current era. The story's strength lie in its characters, each embodying different facets of this complex issue.
I can see better. The society's the wrong shape.
Simon Pegg's editor, charismatic and manipulative, is a reminder of the seductive allure of power and media.
Satellite 5 contains every piece of information within the fourth great and bountiful human empire. Birth certificates, shopping habits, bank statements.
His role highlights the often unseen influence behind the news that we consume every day.
Time travel. Someone's been telling you lies.
Meanwhile, Adam's character arc, culminating in his downfall, serves as a poignant commentary on the ethical dilemmas and moral corruption that can accompany access to power and knowledge. The climactic victory of the Doctor against the Jagrafess symbolises the triumph of truth and integrity over deceit and manipulation. Yet the episode doesn't shy away from posing challenging questions about our own society's susceptibility to media influence and the blurred lines between reality and manufactured truths.
We're the journalists. We write it, package it and sell it. 600 channels, all coming out of Satellite 5, broadcasting everywhere.
In the years since its airing, these themes of The Long Game have resonated more deeply, mirroring the evolving landscape of media. The episode's narrative serves as a cultural lens through which to view our own times marked by rapid technological advancements and increasingly polarised media narratives. In essence, The Long Game stands as a pivotal piece in the Doctor Who series, not just for its engaging storyline, but for its enduring relevance. It challenges us to consider our role as consumers of media, to question what we're told, and to seek out our own truths in an age where information is both a tool and a weapon. The episode leaves us with an enduring question about the nature of truth and media and the responsibility that comes with wielding information. It's a narrative that continues to be relevant, urging us to remain vigilant and inquisitive in our quest for knowledge. That's what I think. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. I'll see you next time when we take another journey beyond the sofa.